To find the formula for composite functions, work from the inside out. The inner function's output becomes the outer function's input. To find a formula for f of g of x, the inner function's output, g of x, is the input for the outer function f, producing the composite f of g of x. In contrast, to find a formula for g of f of x, the inner function's output, f of x, is the input for the outer function, g, producing the composite g of f of x. Now let's try composing functions without using numerical input. Example D. Let f of x equal negative 3x plus 10 and g of x equal 2x minus 4. What is f of g of x? So here we don't have a number here, we just still have x. So we plug x into g and we get g of x, which is 2x minus 4. Now this is the new input for the outer function f. So f of 2x minus 4, well, let's see, f of 2x minus 4 equals negative 3 times 2x minus 4 plus 10. So that equals negative 6x plus 12 plus 10, which equals negative 6x plus 22. And once again, we get negative 6x plus 22 as our final answer. Example E. Let f of x equal negative 3x plus 10 and g of x equal 2x minus 4. What is f of g of x? All right, so we just take f of g of x, which is 2x minus 4, and that is negative 3 times x, which is now 2x minus 4, plus 10. And then we simplify, negative 6x plus 12 plus 10, that equals negative 6x plus 22. And just like that, we see that f of g of x does equal negative 6x plus 22. To write a rule for a composite function, use substitution twice and simplify. Work from the inside out. Example F. Given f of x equals 3x squared plus 2x and g of x equals 4x, determine a rule for g of f of x. All right, so we can write g of f of x. We have f of x right here. That is 3x squared plus 2x. So if we're going to plug this into g, we get 4 times this, 3x squared plus 2x. So simplify this and we get 12x squared plus 8x. Here we see what we just wrote on the previous slide, which was just taking f of x and replacing it with the function, g of that function there, and then simplifying, plugging this into g of x, which is 4 times this, and then we get 12x squared plus 8x. We could also view it using this map.